I love Unacceptable Fringe. He's the best. No one does YouTube better than Unacceptable Fringe.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. I'm sorry to chuckle on the intro of a video, but boy, do we have some great stuff for you today. If you have been enjoying the content here on the channel, before we get into Jagmeet Singh and his total hypocrisy and having his ass fed to him on a platter, I just want to remind you guys that now is a good time.
Subscribe or I'll bite you.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying the content, we're very quickly approaching 50,000 subscribers here on the channel. I would love to see this channel hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of January. I think it'd be great. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into today's video. Let's get into what's going on with Jagmeet Singh. Threats. Jagmeet Singh is making threats. First off, I want to highlight this video he put out a few days ago. I have a message for Donald Trump. We're good neighbors. You're not. But if you pick a fight with Canada, there will be a price to pay. Of course, he's talking about Trudeau or Trump's threats of tariffs, the 51st state. Jagmeet Singh is the most delusional Canadian in existence. He thinks that people, first off, still listen to what he has to say. I know we're giving him a platform here, but it's more for the lulz, everybody. Like, let's all have a laugh here. He thinks Canadians believe him. He thinks that he has people that actually drink his Kool-Aid. After holding the country hostage for 2 years, making empty threat after empty threat after empty threat, no results. This is what he thinks he can threaten on Donald Trump.
I have a message for Donald Trump. Our country's not for sale. Not now, not ever. I lived across this country, and I can tell you, Canadians are a proud people. We're proud of our country, and we're ready to fight like hell to defend it. Right now, with the forest fires ravaging homes, Canadian firefighters showed up. That's who we are. We show up and support our neighbors. But if you think you can pick a fight with us, there'll be a price to pay. I've committed that if Donald Trump imposes tariffs on us, we should respond with retaliatory tariffs in kind. I think that anyone running as prime minister should do the same.
So he's threatening for us to put tariffs in place at a time when Parliament is dissolved, when there is no Parliament, there's no government. Again, he thinks you're stupid. He thinks we're all stupid. The only person who's stupid here is him. This guy's a lunatic. He's threatening purchasing Canada, that Donald Trump essentially makes Canada the 51st state. You know why Jagmeet Singh doesn't want to be the 51st state? Because he would be deported. He's not allowed in the United States. What? I think that's the reason we probably would want the 51st state at this point, isn't it? Wouldn't that be great if Donald Trump made Canada the 51st state just so Jagmeet Singh got deported? I think it's a win. I think it's hilarious. But here's his hypocrisy blowing up in his face. Here's Rebel News pointing out a clip from a press junket that Jagmeet Singh put together after that video. Donald Trump only understands one thing, and that is force, says NDP leader Jagmeet Singh. Yeah, that's what a strong leader does. That's what a businessman does. Somebody who understands when people are weak, like when Justin went down to Mar-a-Lago and showed them our cards and said, hey, listen, if you don't buy our cars, if you don't subsidize us, if you don't keep doing business with us the way you are, we're gonna dissolve. We're gonna fall apart. You don't do that when you're the leader of a country. You don't go and beg. You tell them, hey, we still got some stuff that's good for you guys. Now, Danielle Smith had to go and do that, by the way, not Justin Trudeau. He says Canada should cut off its supply of critical minerals to the U.S., like any tariffs that hurt Canadians should be met with tariffs in kind, he adds. Again, there's no government to do that. So what's he talking about here? He's also talking about us shutting off things that aren't in the federal government's control. We had a video talking about Danielle Smith basically blasting back saying Alberta owns the oil. We own the minerals that we bring out. We own the liquid natural gas that we produce. We're not shutting it off. We're going to do business with the United States. Listen to this Hippocratic Maserati Marxist go to town here and get absolutely schooled by a reporter. It's great.
We know that The United States needs our critical minerals. They're very important for the United States. So I'm calling on all political leaders to support turning off the taps on those critical minerals. Let's stop the flow of those critical minerals into the States. There's no quicker way to get Donald Trump to back away from tariffs than to shut off the tap on critical minerals, what the states need very clearly.
So his solution is the Melanie Jolie stance. Let's go to war. Let's push back and fight fire with fire, right? I hate to say it, the U.S. has more advantages than Canada. If we do that, we will lose. We will lose very poorly. This is what happens when you send children to negotiate with adults. That's all this is. Complete moron. Lunatics running the asylum.
But what is the plan of the other leaders, the other political leaders? We know the Liberals are in disarray, but what about Pierre Poilievre? His plan is literally to do nothing at a time when Canadians are desperately worried about Donald Trump and the threat to Canada. And one more thing, for Donald Trump, musing about the 51st state, Canadians have no interest in that. Canadians are proud of our country. We want to fight to defend our country. We're proud of the fact that we take care of our neighbor, that we've got universal health care, and we want nothing to do with becoming a part of the United States. What's become clear is that meeting with Donald Trump does nothing. Ask Danielle Smith. She met with him, she tried to wine and dine him, and she came back and said, yep, there's definitely tariffs coming. So clearly that approach is not working. That approach is clearly failed with Donald Trump.
But it's been one meeting, sir. Yeah, they're not buying what he's selling. They're done. Reporters are done. Mainstream media does not care about Jagmeet Singh.
Donald Trump only understands one thing, and that is force. We have to show that if he's going to pick a fight with Canada, it's going to hurt Americans as well. That is the only thing that he understands.
But this has been like one...
Should she be turning the taps off on oil exports? Where are you on turning off the taps or restricting oil exports to the United States?
When I was in law school, I learned that when you're in a fight or when you're in a legal battle, you don't pull out all your tools right at once. You escalate step by step. So that is a tool that should be on the table.
So what he's saying is that what he was told in law school is that if somebody with more resources, with more power, with more to offer comes at you and you're vulnerable and weak, you should fight back as much as possible and piss them off even more. Sounds great. I would say whatever clown college Jagmeet Singh went to, they owe him a refund. Come on. They would have, he would have said, if you go up against Donald Trump when he's president of the United States, they would have said, you shut up and do what you're told. You don't. Come on. They don't call it the Trump effect for nothing, ladies and gents.
But not something we start with. I'm proposing we start with critical minerals, but we need to look at every option. Every response to the tariffs that could hurt Canadians in a serious way should be met with tariffs in kind, and all solutions that we can propose should be on the table, and that's absolutely one of them.
So people are going to say that my last comment about you shut up and do what you're told may be taken out of context. What I'm talking about here is this is the plans of typical liberals, NDP. It's divisiveness. Let's just push back. Let's cause more problems. Let's fight back instead of finding a way to work together. Danielle Smith went down to Mar-a-Lago along with Kevin O'Leary, Jordan Peterson, many others to discuss essentially how Canada should work with the United States. Now, when it comes to tariffs against Canada, well, that's not a result of Donald Trump being a jerk. That's a result of Justin Trudeau's failed leadership and his ability to secure our borders while leaving them open for anybody to just waltz over and take advantage of our tax dollars and our welfare system. Donald Trump wants an end to that. He wants an end to woke. And if it means tariffs for a little while until he's gone, I'll be honest, Jagmeet Singh and Justin Trudeau had every opportunity to avoid this by calling an election and showing Donald Trump and the rest of the world that Canada is serious about fixing its problems. Instead, they prorogue Parliament. They say that it's for a leadership race, which is illegal, by the way, all in the sense of padding their pockets more and getting their pensions. We're a joke. We're a joke on the world stage. Our Alberta premier had to go and talk business with the incoming president of the United States because our leader is a failure. That tells you everything we need to know. Let me know your comments down below. Do you think Jagmeet Singh should just hide in his closet and keep his mouth shut until it's time to go? Do you think anybody's buying what he's selling anymore? Were you surprised to see that the mainstream media is actually putting him in his place now and they're refusing to listen to the shit that he's shoveling. Let me know your comments down below. Leave a thumbs up. Again, hit that subscribe button if this video has kindly earned your subscription. Hit your bell for notifications as well. Join me live here on the channel each and every Friday night for Friday Night Fringe, our live streaming show, where I'm joined by my very beautiful wife, Mrs. Fringe, as we go over everything that happened this week in politics, everything we know that's coming up in the week ahead, as well as some back and forth with the greatest YouTube community on the platform. We'd really love for you to join that community and join us in those live streams each and every Friday night at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central here on the channel, and hear what you have to say outside of making these videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.